So yeah, I had a difference with B. He stepped out first, he started saying that the money wasn't right and all that, and I'm glad we could talk about it now.
Right. Right.
Hold on. I'm glad I could talk about it now because for so long I had to mask my feelings personally in order to keep everything together. But at the same time, it's a lot of erratic behavior going on between all of us.
Right.
We thugged the out. When B was tripping, I wasn't studying that shit. Go ahead and be crazy. If the out there mess with you, boy, we coming. B was tripping, Flesh was tripping. B wanted more money, and still to this day complain about wanting more money. But the reason why we couldn't get more money is because he walked off tour. I didn't see that coming, man. I didn't think he was gonna get jail. I thought they was gonna get him some help because he was in and out of the, it was 5150.
Busy seemingly was very vocal, and it seemed like he wasn't on the same page that you was on in terms of, okay, let's just make this shit work. Let's keep moving forward. Busy's like, fuck that. So is that where kind of the I guess the infighting kind of started, just with difference of opinion of how to move forward with the business?
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Because B wanted his results right there, right then, right now. I want my shit right now, nigga. It's like that right now. Don't work like that, man. Sometimes you got to be patient and all that type of stuff. So yeah, I had a difference with B. He stepped out first, he started saying that the money wasn't right and all that, and I'm glad we could talk about it now.
Right. Right.
Hold on. I'm glad I could talk about it now because for so long I had to mask my feelings personally in order to keep everything together. You know what I'm saying? So while B wanted his shit right, which I never disagreed with, it's just the way you go about doing things. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
the internal strife was, I want to remain loyal to where we come from. Niggas want their money right now. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's a lot of erratic behavior going on between all of us.
Right.
We thugged the fuck out, man.
That's right.
We straight up street niggas, like niggas don't understand what a brand is. Not in 1994.
Nah, that's real. That's some new shit we just started using within the last 10
not
years.
In 1994.
Yeah, that's
I don't
right.
know why everybody fronting. You know what I mean?
That's
I had
real.
more thugs and shit. I was trying to be a company and all that. So
Yeah, we gonna
I
get
was
to that.
getting it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't there yet. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So,
So why y'all dealing with that? Because and I guess what I want the listener and the viewer to understand is y'all are still very young. Y'all 19, 20, 21, B being the baby, but you have this success, you have this notoriety, now you kind of starting to get to some money. But now your brother, not only your bandmate, but your brother, Flesh and Bone, Stack, he's dealing with very personal issues at the same time. So this got to be stressful, a clusterfuck of everything. Easy just died. We got this success. Flesh is tripping. I'm tripping. B tripping. The label, this, that, and the other. So how did you manage to navigate all of that in real time and still produce music? Because you motherfuckers never stopped. Like, the music kept coming and the hits kept coming. But how was you able to navigate that?
God just told me to keep my arms around my brothers. You know what I mean? Like, it's always been bigger than us to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when B was tripping, I wasn't studying that shit. Go ahead and be crazy, nigga. If them niggas out there mess with you, boy, we coming. And that's it. And I'ma show them. And that was my mentality at the time. You know what I'm saying? So B was tripping, Flesh was tripping. B wanted more money, and still to this day complain about wanting more money. But the reason why we couldn't get more money is because he walked off tour. So it was a cause and an effect to everything.
Right.
So somebody had to be there to try to deal with the people just to keep us in the game. You know what I'm saying? So that was my job. I'm the glue. I'm the fixer.
It's always seemed like that too.
Yeah, I mean, but I have to tell you my humble beginnings, because now that I'm looking in hindsight, I was chosen, tapped to go get my brothers and round this thing up. I always been surrounded by talent. I never cared about the best rapper. I make plays, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like every deal we got, I put that shit on the table. Crazy Bone want his business non-confrontational, because he crazy. He quiet.
Yeah.
He a fucking nigga off. He ain't had time for a lot of things when I was Layzie Bone and I'm rah nigga, whatever, you know, like, so I had to, you know, individually relearn all my niggas, you know what I'm saying? So Busy wanted more money, but we brought that on ourselves. So
he wanted more money for the group or for himself?
He felt we deserved more.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I felt like niggas would probably mismanage their money too. You know what I mean? And then I always felt like, you know, the money gonna come.
Yeah, that's right.
Period. You stick down with the fam bam, man. Like whatever, like, you know, like no matter what nobody go through. We holding court, so I'm laying it out there.
That's right.
Because
Take your time.
I want people to understand that my contribution to this whole thing, because I never had a break from Bone. You know what I mean? Like we was a group in junior high, but when I went to jail in 1989, everybody went their own separate way. And I was away from everybody. All I ever had, my mom was on dope early, man. I was selling dope at 12, 13, 14. I'm doing whatever.
Right.
I ain't never been told no. Come in the house or you can't go this way. I'm doing what the fuck I want to all my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I left, all I had when I left was my niggas. And I got took away from that. Sent to Texas, you know what I'm saying? So that's where all the Bone came from, because my rap name was Busy.
Right.
When Busy came along, my mom introduced me to Busy Bone. Looking back at that, it's because she used to tell me, I want you to meet this little boy. This little boy, I'm thinking they're a little boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she like, I want you to meet this little boy. And he left a rap on my motherfucking on my pillow. Because I used to work at KFC. Me and my brother did. And I used to work at KFC, sell dope, get good grades, all that. I was all starting type of nigga all the time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but when my mom introduced me to B, I had just got back from Texas, and my whole goal was to get my group back together. Little do niggas know, nigga named Owzie Roundtree, I'm name dropping, but Owzie Roundtree, he was Wishbone.
Wow.
He from Inglewood, California.
Oh, damn.
I met him in Texas. You know what I mean? Because we went to a school called Euless. In Euless, Texas, called Trinity. So I was from Cleveland. Because I was bad, got caught selling dope. I had to go live with my uncle. I met this nigga named Al. He was Wishbone. He had a group out here called Bone Enterprise from Inglewood.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be in the group. So, but he couldn't rap. I could. I ran away from Texas out here to Inglewood. This was like 1990.
Yeah.
Played ball up there and shit. I was here for a whole day. I was trying to escape Texas to get back to my niggas.
Right.
Because we had to get our group together.
Yeah.
I've been on this group. That's why I was like so, for a long time, I was emotional about it.
Right.
I'm just now really there, like as about 5 years now. Like
Yeah.
I could look at it from a objective standpoint.
Right. With maturity too and time. Because I
Yeah.
mean, I'm gonna skip forward a little bit, but to your point, even with the El Burner album, when you talk about what was it, As the Rain and
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it was like those was two songs that you dedicated, like you was pouring your heart out to your brothers,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And that seemed to be a very introspective album as well. Is that fair to say? Like those were kind of your pleads to the fellas with those two songs?
I mean, it's just how I feel. It's the family, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like a lot of my songs I pleaded my brothers. I got a song I'm finna put out now called Pillar.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I make a lot of those pleas because that was the only way I could truly express myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it was
Is it sometime easier to talk to them through song than it is to pick up the phone and have that conversation?
at different times in life it was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Now, you know what I mean, we all more mature now.
Right.
We all can
Right.
pick that phone up and
Right.
be like, you know, it's all 5 of us on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
We conference calling, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We talking like and it's habit now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's in my hypnotic rhythm phase, which I call it. My life is a movie. I'm in hypnotic rhythms to where it's a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Good habits, bad habits, hitting it in stride, like
Yeah.
like Jordan hitting that fadeaway. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's where I'm at in life, and that's why I'm able to talk about these
Yeah.
things now.
So dragging it back a little bit. So during that time of when East 99 come out, huge hits, first of the month. What else was the other? It was a few on there. It was first of the month. What else was on East 99? Crossroads. Yes. How the fuck I forget Crossroads? So then y'all decide to do the remix. But even interim all of this, right? Is this about the time that your brother, Flesh and Bone, he gets sentenced to, what was it, 12 years in prison?
I think it wasn't no because I got a song with Flesh had a verse on Crossroads,
Mm-hmm.
but I got a version of that too.
Mm-hmm.
But he was in and out.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't like get in trouble one time.
Right.
And then, you know, the judge laid the hammer on.
It was a culmination.
It was
things.
like it was building up. It was building up because he was fighting. He was mentally going through through things.
You
know
feel
what
like
I'm
the
saying?
system dropped the ball with Flesh in that respect, that maybe it should have been addressed more with substance and mental, opposed to just
The
throwing him
system
in
dropped
jail?
the ball on all of us.
Mm-hmm.
That shit don't work, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The
Mm-hmm.
system ain't shit.
Right.
We should address the health crisis, the mental health crisis, that we need to be looking at that first, because I've been behind the wall. That shit ain't nothing that's gonna make us crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, ain't no rehabilitation in that. But some people can rehabilitate, and you know what I mean, but it's more detrimental than it is good. So I think the system failed us all.
Mm-hmm.
And of course my brother, because they could have dealt with that way different.
I agree. Yeah, especially once I learned the story, and even out of his mouth when he told me, I was like, God damn, nah, that shouldn't have been jail for him. You know?
I didn't see that coming. When I didn't think he was gonna get jail, I thought they was gonna get him some help because he was in and out of the, you know.
Mm-hmm.
My nigga was 5150.
Yeah, nah, he came on the show and said it. Stack kept it 1,000.
Hey, man, my brother was tough, man.
Yeah.
I'm not
and
playing.
He said out of his mouth when he got that Sherm in him too. He really got on one.
That nigga was Hercules.
He really
boy.
got on
I'm
one.
like, y'all don't want no problems with my brother. Y'all better back the fuck up. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That nigga gonna get you. But yeah, no, he but you see, you know what I'm saying, through his religion and things like that, sound mind, he was able to rehabilitate himself. But that means that they didn't have to take that much time out of his life in the first place.
Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that hurt me, man. They sentenced my brother the day before my birthday. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Like, I was fucked up, you know, because that's my brother.
Right.
Like, that's
your real brother. Same mama. Like,
my mama used to be like, boy,
roof.
you go outside. If one of y'all go, both of y'all go, nigga. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't come back without the other one, or I'm beating your ass. Flat out.
How did his absence affect the group creatively and musically? Did y'all feel like y'all was missing a harmony? Like, you know?
Yeah, we felt like, it felt like, it just felt like it was like around 2000, 2001, it felt like a lot was missing. You know what I mean? It felt like the love was gone. Like I lost my friends. Like, why is we doing this? Is this for the money now? Because I can get money.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so it felt like the love was gone.
I'm holding court, standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down? Karma's on the way. What goes around comes around. Karma's on the way. There's nothing you could do now. You gotta pay.